You got it. See, everywhere I go, you know I rep that you. Orange and green from head to toe, that's you. Back in the 80s, dressed in for the T, that's you. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. The year of the 8-ball. Crib on the side and it ain't no topic. Sit far to the left, sit far to the left, sit far to the right, sit far to the right. Have it pose on it, have it pose on it. Brian McKinney, Devin Hester, Kevin Winslow, Jimmy Graham, Michael Barrow, Vince Wilfork, Jim, Brian Patter, Dan Morgan, shut down the line. Sam Shields, Sean Spence, taking shots, shout out to my homies. Roscoe Paris, DJ Williams, Philip Buchanan, Landon Hank, John Beeson. One time for the rock. One time for Chip Kelly. And all of you players. A special salute for the truth. Sean Taylor. See, everywhere I go, you know I rep that you. Orange and green from head to toe, that's you. Back in the 80s, dressed in fatigue, that's you. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. See, everywhere I go, you know I rep that you. Orange and green from head to toe, that's you. Back in the 80s, dressed in fatigue, that's you. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. You.
What's up, guys? Welcome to NMD TV. Canes all day. If you're rocking with the ED, you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button so you never, ever miss out on a video. And ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk. Family, we got to talk. It's been reported that Kevin Steele will take the job at Alabama as defensive coordinator. Man just straight up dipped. After 1 year, just dipped to Alabama. You're going to see a lot of people talk about what's going on. You're going to see a lot of people giving different opinions about the Miami Hurricanes program, about Coach Mario Cristobal and how he's handling things. But unless you're a diehard fan like I am, and like Rob Dukes, Jay Han, I hope I said your name right, and 904 Hurricane, who's in the chat early, shout out to y'all. Unless you're one of those, like if you're not a diehard fan, you may think you know what's going on, but I wonder if people really understand what's going on. And maybe not what's going on, but how this feels. And you know what? Scratch that. I want to talk about how I feel. And how I feel is I'm sick of the instability with this program. I'm every year it's a new coach. It's a new offensive coordinator. It's a new defensive coordinator. It's a new assistant coach. It's this, it's that. I'm not talking about what's right or what's wrong. I'm just letting y'all know I'm tired of this instability when it comes to coaching. New system every year. New coach every year. New coordinator every year. New assistants every year. New philosophy every year. New saying every year. It would be different if we were winning and we had coaches getting promotions. We got people just dipping. And I'm tired of it. And I'm not just talking about Kevin Steele. I'm just talking about overall. You know, we bring in Mark Richt. And when Mark Richt got hired, I said, one of the reasons I was happy with us getting Mark Richt, because I said, we got us a real deal proven football coach who loves Miami. He's going to be here for a while. Then he decides to retire. We bring in Manny Diaz. Yes, we have Manny Diaz for several years. We fired Dan Enos after a year. We take away defensive coordinator privileges. I forgot old boy's name. He's with Missouri now. Then we get rid of Manny Diaz. We bring in Mario Cristobal. Before B-Mac, T-Rob, before they could even get into their locker rooms, really, they dip. At least B-Mac, before he could, he dips. We get the coaching staff in. Then we see what happens on the field with a Josh Gaddis, with the Kevin Steele. It's not up to par, and now they're dipping. So it's not about Kevin Steele or Josh Gaddis or just about this. It's just about the lack of stability with this program. And we're never going to get back to being great until we get coaches in here who want to stay at Miami, be at Miami, love Miami. And if Alabama calls, they say thank you, but no thank you. Until we get that, I don't know when we're going to take the next level. I do agree. Mario Cristobal, hey, he's bringing in the talent. Talent acquisition is what he does. Hallelujah. I'm riding with Mario. I believe in Mario. But these next two hires, offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, are going to be big time. And I see people saying, Tony says, I don't like Steele. Adrian says nobody wanted him. Why complain? Because I'm going to tell you, there is not going to be a coach that we hired that everybody agrees with. There is not going to be an offensive coordinator that everybody agrees with. So yes, you may have not liked the defensive coordinator, you this or that. The bottom line is, I don't know, like, these players, they're learning a new system every year. James Williams is going to be headed into a new system. Cam Keachings, All-American, headed into a new system. This matters in college football, especially when you don't have a built-up culture. When you don't have a built-up culture and you got coaches leaving in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, that makes a difference. And I want to just keep saying this, guys. I'm not jumping on this mic trying to say Mario should do this, Mario should do that, or somebody should do this, or somebody should do that. This is right, this is wrong. I'm just telling you, this lack of stability within the coaching staff, it's not helping this program. It's not helping it at all. So these next two hires, I will say this, these next two hires, they're important. And I wonder what way will Mario go with. Will Mario go with the experienced vet? He did that with Steele, and Steele left in a year. Will he go with the unknown young buck? I don't know, but I hope he goes with somebody who plans on staying at Miami for multiple years. We know Mario's here to stay. There's people out there who don't like Mario. Listen, Mario ain't going nowhere. There's a lot of pieces that may move, but the head honcho Mario Cristobal, he's not going anywhere for a couple years at least. So everybody who's mad about that, you're gonna have to suck it up because he's gonna be your head coach for several years to come. But these offensive and defensive coordinators, I pray and I hope that we can get some guys in here who wants to be with the U, no matter who calls. No matter who calls, they want to be a Miami Hurricane. They believe in what's going on. They want to be a part of the come up. Because there ain't no point in getting a Scott Frost, a Jason Kendall, no matter who you name, there's no point in having them for a year. There ain't no point in having them for a year. What is that going to change? Every day, these last couple days, I've had to deal with, and not just me, we've had to deal with rumor this offensive coordinator, this offensive coordinator is coming, that offensive coordinator is coming. I'm like, damn, I'm just exhausted. Just let's get somebody in here. And then now we got Kevin Steele going to Alabama. So now let's actually talk about Kevin Steele going to Alabama. I've already seen it in the chat a couple times. I want to give credit to who said it. Big Earl says coaches leave all the time. Look at Bama and UGA. Oh, I thought Big Earl said something else. I'll go back to what I was going to say. Big Earl, that is correct. Coaches do leave UGA and Alabama all the time, but they've already built a winner. They've already built a winner. They already know how things are ran. So, yeah, they do lose coaches, just like Alabama's replacing their offensive and defensive coordinator, but they already have a well-oiled machine. It's okay. They can go get a tire rotation. They can go get a quick oil change, and they're going to be back on the road. The University of Miami right now, we need a damn transmission. We need somebody to get down up in there. And every time we start to get the transmission fixed, we got the mechanics dipping. So coaches can leave, and people like UGA and Alabama, they can withstand that, but Miami's not on that level. We cannot withstand coaches leaving every year, coordinators. Now, Kevin Steele going to Alabama. Okay, it is what it is. He goes to Alabama. If you ask me, I thought Kevin Steele deserved more heat because of the performance of the defense last year. I mean, let's be honest. Mississippi State, Middle Tennessee State, it's like they ran up and down with us with no adjustments being made. Kevin Steele's defense wasn't that great, but I did think he deserved a couple more years because I feel like this year the defense was going to be better because, one, they were going to know the system, and two, you're bringing in some better players, and players, of course, are going to get better. But now you think about it like this. You bring in, if we don't stick with Charlie Strong, let's say Charlie Strong comes in and he runs Kevin Steele's system. I don't know what what Charlie Strong's base defense is versus Kevin Steele. I don't know how they differ because I don't even know when the last time Charlie Strong was defensive coordinator. Somebody let me know in the chat. But at least they'll have some familiar, they'll be familiar with it. I would hope they would keep the system somewhat similar. But I just think this, damn, Florida. Damn. That was a long time ago. Who do I want to be the offensive court or the defensive coordinator? I see a lot of people. Y'all let me know in the chat. Y'all let me know in the chat. Defensive coordinator. Who y'all got? Charlie Strong? Charlie Partridge? Ooh, I like that. Let's throw that on my boy Mr. HD. Charlie Partridge. Ooh, I like that. I like that. You already know, big Jim Leonard fan over here. I'm a big Jim Leonard fan. Derek Mason. He said he's taking a break. Derek Mason went to Oklahoma State. He said he's taking a break. I see. Let's see. We got Jim Leonard. Somebody said Manny Diaz. Come on now. Strong will be the choice. Says who? Says who? Kevin Steele's defense wasn't great because the players were junk. Well, I can tell you one thing: we won't know. He's gone. I think they said what? This is his fourth. This is his fifth team. Listen, hire somebody who wants to be here. Hire somebody who's going to be here multiple years at Miami next. Hire somebody who's going to be here, guys. Hire somebody who wants to be a defensive coordinator for the Miami Hurricanes. Hire him. All right, I'm opening up the studio. This is NMD TV for the fans, by the fans. I'm opening up the studio. Go ahead, call in. I want to give a special shout out because I see a lot of members in the channel. I see a lot of members. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate everybody who's a member of the channel. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let me go ahead and I'll throw that link in the description. Customize. I appreciate everybody on that screen. And we do have the studio open. I want you to call in, and I want to know what you think about the lack of stability for the Miami Hurricanes coaching staff. I want to know what you think about Kevin Steele going to Alabama. I want to know what you think about the offensive coordinator vacancy opening up. Let me know. My boy Miami Boy says, what's up, NMD? What's up, my guy? I'm going with Partridge. I mean, just off the top of my head, you know, he's done great things recruiting. We all see what his defensive line is as a DC. Let's see what it is. Carl's with me. He says we need a young DC with energy. That's what I want. And let me tell you guys, I was a big fan of Kevin Steele's press conference. I loved it, but yeah, let me get an energy guy in here. Let me get an energy. We need some energy. Give me some energy. Give me some damn energy up in here. And wants to be here and stay here. I like Jim Leonard. Everybody's saying strong. Carl says strong, Leonard. So that's what everybody does. That's the three right there. Charlie Strong, Muschamp. Yeah. What is Muschamp? He's the He's the what? Co-defensive coordinator for Georgia, the linebackers coach for Georgia. Let me ask y'all this. Why Charlie Strong? For the people who say Charlie Strong, why Charlie Strong? T-Rob. 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 For those who say Charlie Strong, why Charlie Strong? An ex-head coach, if you don't think he was good enough, then why is he here? Logically, logistically, it has to be Strong. Can't see him staying if they choose someone else, in my opinion. I will say this. That is a very good point. You know, why is he on the staff if you didn't think that there was a possibility that a Kevin Steele could dip out? So I do see that. He does have the experience. He does have a head coach. I'm just going to that does make sense. I don't want anybody to think I'm saying Mario. I don't want anybody to think that I think the Charlie Strong thing is out of line. But in my opinion, the man hasn't been a defensive coordinator in a very long time. The college football game has changed a lot. It has changed a lot. So I do think Charlie Strong should be a candidate, but I don't think you just hand him the job. I think you kind of interview a couple guys. I think you make a couple calls, right? I think you make a couple calls. Anthony says familiarity. Okay. He's a good recruiter as well. So there's a lot of pros to Charlie Strong. There's a lot of pros to Charlie Strong. I see what y'all saying in the chat. There is a lot of pros to him. Okay, let's see what my boy Cameron says. Let's be real. If we get a genuine talent for the first time in like three years, how much does it actually matter who's the DC is? We're not winning a natty next year. Should just be looking to upgrade. If we have genuine talent, and by genuine talent, he means there's more talent defensively, I think the DC is a big factor because, yeah, we're not winning the national championship this year. But if we can get a guy who wants to be here for a couple years, then that's going to help us take those steps to the college football playoffs, to a national championship. I don't know if you can be a team that consistently, because listen, the goal is to not be a one-hit wonder, to not be a maybe. It's to build the program back up. Another reason for Strong would be time-wise. My boy Rob Roy says Steele. We don't got a lot of time. Spring practice is right around the corner. We don't got an offensive coordinator. Everybody else is tired up. Another reason that many people would want Charlie Strong is because we don't got a lot of damn time to be bringing in interviews and doing stuff. So he may get it just off that. So we got my boy Dorian. He says Charlie Strong is washed. He asked. There's a reason why he hasn't been DC in over a decade. I got too hyped there. That's what my boy Dorian said. I got a little bit too hyped there. Oh man, let's get DVD on the field. The camera went out. Yeah. I got a little bit too hyped. My boy Dorian got me too hyped. He said Charlie Strong ass, y'all. That's what that man said. But he does have a good point. For everybody who loves Charlie Strong, come on, it's family time. Get you some drink, get you some tea and crumpets. Let's talk about it. Why hasn't he been a defensive coordinator in years? Why do we think that is? I wouldn't be surprised if Strong is the job. I mean, it like as I said, do we have time to do a search? Does he have enough time in his day to do all these damn interviews? We may just get, I mean, because he was good enough to be on the staff. So, Protege 19, what up, my guy? He was a head coach at two different programs. Plus, he was in the NFL. So, of course, it would be a while for him to be a defensive coordinator. I'm not sure if we need a big name. We just want somebody with some young energy. Hey, man, talk to him, Anthony. Talk to him, Anthony. Give me somebody with some energy that loves Miami, and let's teach his ass how to be a defensive coordinator. I don't know. Jim Leonard would be amazing. Jim Leonard would be a home run. Jim Leonard would be one where I would be excited. Although I said I was going to start holding back on hyping up defensive and offensive coordinators, Jim Leonard, former Baltimore Raven, that would be one that would be good. Adai is Jamel Adai, is he ready to take that step? So let's ask this in the chat, right? Let's say we stay in a family. Who would you rather? Jamel Adai, the young up and comer, he's coached under Kirby Smart, been with Georgia in their defense, come over here? Or would you rather Charlie Strong, veteran, been in the NFL, been a head coach? When he was a defensive coordinator, he was good. Which one would y'all rather? Jamel Adai or Kirby Strong? If we were to keep it in the family. Tony says Adai because he learned under Kirby Smart, you know. He spent a year at Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Taking notes. Proper Consultant is saying the thing that a lot of people are saying. Charlie Strong is old, and has the game passed him by? You know, is Adai that young energy that we need, like CeeLo says? It's going to be interesting because I got to tell you guys, I was just ready for us. I was like, okay, I know this week. In my mind, I said, I know this week or soon we're about to get the offensive coordinator. And then out of nowhere, Kevin Steele to Alabama. Kevin Steele, old ass. Left in 1 year, man. Good Lord. Talking all that talking to the reporters and stuff and dipped after 1 year. I mean, damn, bro. That shit just irritates me. I don't give a damn if it is Alabama. Kevin Steele, you old. You done been with all the programs. It's not like if it's an up and coming coach, I could understand that. But damn, Kevin Steele, you've seen it all. What you want to go to Alabama for? Huh? Paid you all that damn money for you to give us that sorry ass defense, and then you gonna dip after 1 year. What the hell? I tell you, man, it's lack of stability. This lack of instability, man. Shit is just sickening, sickening. Just dipped. So let me get this straight. This is coming from the chat. 64-year-old Kevin Steele is good enough to coach at Alabama, but 62-year-old Charlie Strong is washed up and not good enough to run Miami defense. Make it make sense. Hey, Kevin Steele wasn't even on my radar last year. The same stuff I'm saying now is what I'm saying. Like Kevin Steele wasn't somebody who I thought we would go out and get, but we got him. We embraced him. Just because you old doesn't mean you can't coach. No. Can Charlie Strong do a good or better job than Kevin Steele? I believe so. Shit wasn't hard. The defense, you look at the ratings, it wasn't the greatest. If Charlie Strong was hired right now, if they made it official, Charlie Strong is Miami's new defensive coordinator, I wouldn't be mad. I would say, okay. But I want to know, what is Charlie Strong's long-term plans? Because if Charlie Strong gets a head coaching job offer, is he going to dip next year? I would take Strong, but a die is a better option. Here's my thing. I mean, and like I said, we do got to keep in mind that spring practice is right around the corner. So obviously, Mario has to start to make some quick decisions, I would assume. So if I was a gambling man and somebody told me, who do you think he's going to hire? I would assume it was Charlie Strong, because of his experience and because we don't have a time to do a national search. Relax. It's not that serious. Coaching is overrated. We need great players. You need both. You need both. And when you have good coaches, when you have a good, consistent staff, which builds your culture, they make good players great players. And that's what separates the teams right there. The coaches that can make good players great. The good coaches that can scheme 3 stars and make them look like 5 stars. The coaches that can develop. And again, coaching is very important to the University of Miami. Because this team, I mean, we were 5-7 last year. We need everything. We need stability. We need talent. We need players on the field. We need a lot of stuff. Does Jim Leonhard have any connections to Mario at all? I don't think so. Let's take a look at these people. Let's take a look at some of these people. Jim Leonhard. We're going to look up Jim Leonhard first. I got to share let me share my screen with the people. Let me share my screen with the people. Share my screen with the people. Share my screen with the people. All right, Jim Leonard. Let's see what Wikipedia has to say about him. My guy played with the Ravens. We all know. Boy was the stuff with the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Him and Rex Ryan. Them boys was blitzing. They was blitz crazy. Okay, where is coaching? Okay. Did he go? Has he been at Wisconsin forever? Coaching wise? I guess so. It would make sense. So I don't know what connections he would have to Mario. Yeah, Wisconsin's defensive back coach, then defensive coordinator and defensive back coach. Our guy Charlie Strong. He was co-defensive. I didn't know Charlie Strong was from Batesville, Arkansas. Well, damn. Co-defensive coordinator. So I mean, it would make sense. Hey, shout out to my boy EJ for the $60 super chat. He says nobody says no to Saban, which is true. Which is true, but we got to get somebody who got some nuts to say no to Saban. I want somebody in here who's gonna say, why would I go where it's built when I can build it here? And once I get them to the top, then I'll leave for greater pastures. Where is that guy at? Is he out there? EJ with the $60 super chat. If we promote a die, then we can move DVD into his position. I like the young energy. It seems these kids respond better to the younger coaches these days. Go Kane. EJ, I appreciate that. And I see you got the Marine Corps. I appreciate that. Your service as well. That makes a lot of sense. If Adai is moved to defensive coordinator, who's gonna coach the defensive backs? I mean, Adai could coach defensive backs and defensive coordinator, but it would make sense if DVD, if Mario really wants DVD on the field, here's your chance to get him on the field. If Mario really wants DVD as an on-field coach, here is his chance. Here is his chance. Or you say Charlie Strong, you're the coordinator, and you're the coordinator, and you're the coordinator. Adai, you're the co-coordinator, and then we're gonna move DVD on the field. Maybe something like that. EJ, salute to you, my brother. I appreciate that super chat. All right. So, Charlie Strong has won a Sugar Bowl, 2 Big East championships, two-time Big East Coach of the Year, BCS National Championship twice, and 1 college football national championship. So he was last defensive coordinator, full-time defensive coordinator with Florida in 2009. Then he went to be the head coach in Louisville. Went to Texas, only got 2 years. Went to South Florida, only got 2 years. What happened at South Florida with him at South Florida? Damn, they only gave my guy 2 years. Went to Jacksonville, Alabama. I mean, he's got the experience. Charlie Strong has the experience. He has the time on his hands. We got Charlie Partridge, coaches the defensive line at Pittsburgh. Coaches under Narduzzi. You know, Narduzzi is known for his defense. Partridge was co-defensive coordinator at Wisconsin. Okay. So he's only been a co-defensive coordinator. That would be something that, you know, if you're somebody who doesn't want Charlie Partridge, that's going to be the flaw on his reputation is one of the best defensive line coaches out there. We've seen what he's done firsthand with the guys out of Pittsburgh. We know he's a good recruiter. Can he implement a system and call a defense? And, you know, Portnoy says it, you know, Partridge ain't going anywhere. Does he want to leave? I mean, it seems like every year there's a rumor that Partridge could leave, but he hasn't, you know, he's been there since 2017. Still there. We need to hire Billy Baker. Billy Baker run that spread offense, man. Is that show still going on? What about Coach Ed Orgeron? I think Coach O is okay collecting that LSU check and living the life. I think Coach O is okay collecting that bread and living the life. What up, Wesley? This is going to be interesting, guys. A week ago, I didn't see this coming. Who would have thunk it? Kevin Steele to Alabama. And then when the report came out, I was like, damn. Hey, I'm telling y'all, I don't think we're going to see Coach O coaching anytime soon. You know, he came by, he helped with practices for a couple of days, but that man is getting paid. Coaches got it good, man. I mean, you know, the man won a championship, got fired a couple years later, but getting paid every day. Yeah, I think, you know, Coach O, he helps with the practices, but he doesn't have the full responsibility of a coach. You know, he helps with the practices and stuff, but CeeLo says, why doesn't anybody say no to Saban? That's what I want to know. Where is the guy that says, I want to build it on my own? I want to build up Miami. There has to be a guy who's qualified, who loves Miami, and who is down to work for it. Where is that coach at? Where is that coach at? Lovie Smith is defensive coordinator. Let's see. Lovie, he was the head coach at Illinois. We know he just got fired from the Texans. Has he been a defensive coordinator in college? Nah. Jim Leonard We just took a look at him, Brian Flores. Doug Belt. Doug Belt is a guy who was Doug Belt was talked about last year. I wonder how their defense did this year. Doug Belt is a name that everybody was talking to. He's the assistant head coach. Oh, yeah. Butch Davis. Some of these names, man. Some of these names. And buckle up. Buckle up, ladies and gents, because this is how it's going to be for the next couple days. You're going to hear a slew of names. You're going to hear a slew of names. Houston went from 119 to 19? Okay. You're going to hear all kind of crazy names, but remember this, guys. There's only one man who knows. Mario Cristobal. I think about last year, this time last year, when we were talking about who's going to be the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. You know, a lot of people brought up Glenn Schumann or Schumann, whatever his name is, from Georgia, the defensive coordinator. People brought up Doug Belt, and we ended up with Kevin Steele. Last year, people brought up Joe Brady, Jason Campbell, and we ended up with Josh Gaddis. The way Mario thinks, it isn't the way that I think. It isn't the way you think. It isn't the way the media thinks. He does things on his own time. He does things when he gets ready to. So we'll see what happens, man. We will see what happens because there's never Miami Hurricane, man. It's never a non-entertaining moment. It's never a slow news day when it comes to the Miami Hurricane. Something's always going on. Something is always going on, man. Big shout out to my boy EJ for the $60 super chat. Big thank you to all these names on the screen, all the members of the squad. Definitely appreciate you guys. Oh. Charlie will handle things. Charlie Strong's let him work. I mean, I'm thinking Charlie. I mean, if you're looking for which one makes the most sense, Charlie Strong. Ed Reed as defensive coordinator, I can dang near guarantee Ed Reed will not be the defensive coordinator of the Miami Hurricanes. I can dang near guarantee that. I can guarantee that. Kendall, Jason Kendall, and Strong. That's who we talking. Okay. Well, guys, Kevin Steele is headed to Alabama. Miami's looking for an offensive coordinator. Miami's looking for a defensive coordinator. And Grant Long, I'm just looking for stability when it comes to the coaching staff. I appreciate everybody who's rocking with me, y'all. I'll be back. I'm out. Peace.